Oh, chilling, man. Just
Yeah,
fucking,
trying to write the
hanging.
set, get everything straight.
Yeah, dude. I think I got it all pretty much figured out, like what I want to do, and I'm uh, I'm interested because I think I don't know. I think visually, obviously, I'm gonna be the one out of the three of us that fucking looks most aggressive. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, but you're a
if
big teddy bear.
they Oh yeah, well, I mean, if they go up and they both do super clean, that's what's gonna like stress me out because not really having
Have you
enough.
written? What did you write down, or what did you? What are you planning on? Kind of
I
middle of the
mean,
road,
like I'm gonna do most of what I've been doing.
middle of the road stuff.
Yeah,
That's good. I mean, if you do it and it doesn't play Thursday night, you just modify it for Friday and Saturday. That's. I mean, I can say that like I've like know what the fuck I'm doing, but yeah.
it's wild, man. This is the first time that. Well, I mean, minus when I did that Busky show and we had the two shows back to back. This will be like the first real time that I've been booked to, MC for a full weekend.
Yeah. Oh, this is your first full weekend.
I mean, like,
I mean, did Kazi's do stuff like this, or was there one offs?
so theirs is it's Friday and Saturday, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
one show each night. They used to do a late
Oh,
show, but they don't do it like that
well,
anymore.
I'll
So
tell you this: if how Moo's thing went, I mean, and Moo's done it a dozen times at least, I'm sure. But if Moo's thing is any indication, every time you go up, you're more comfortable than you were the time before.
sure.
And by Saturday night, he was just like it was like he'd been there forever. Like his first one was good. Like I mean, all of his sets were good, but his first one on Saturday because he had to introduce Patrice because she did a guest spot. He went up and just like it was effortless. It looked effortless. And then his second one, man, he just had total fun with it because, and I'm going to suggest this to them when I go in tomorrow, but they need to just do what comedy clubs do. And the people, as they show up, you see them close and then you
Yeah.
fill in the back.
Start in the front and
They were
fill back.
like,
Yeah.
they
Fill
were
front to
basically
back.
putting they were going, where would you like to sit? And everybody's like,
No.
over to the side. I'm like, no,
Not at
you don't give
all.
them a choice. You tell them where they sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
That's
dumb to have a
how.
big empty space in the middle and everybody wants to sit on the outside or upstairs. No, you put them in. You put them where you put them.
Yeah. I think that honestly should be
Yeah, I mean that's pretty
prime,
much
like first
standard
and
procedure.
foremost.
But
I'm interested because Friday, I think Friday I got a couple people that want to come out, and that's the night that you're not going to be there.
yeah,
Because I know Parker said he wants to come, and oddly enough, Tim Macklin wants to come hang out on Friday. He said
you know,
if he's feeling good, like he said he wants to come out on Friday night.
I haven't talked to him in a long time. We should probably give him a call tonight.
Fuck yeah, I'm down for that.
You gonna do that?
Yeah, that way we can pick his. I
That
mean, see how
we
he's
can figure out
feeling.
what's going on. Actually, my dad and stepmom are coming to Saturday night too.
Really,
Hey,
fuck
there he
yeah.
is.
Jake,
Hey, what's
Jake
up?
might come through on
Hey, what's
Saturday
up, man? How
too.
you doing?
Doing good. How are you
Timbo,
guys? What's up?
Timbo Slice,
That's
sweet
what they
baby
call me.
Tim Sum. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
When he smiles, he looks a lot more like a Tim Sum than a Timbo Slice.
Don't get canceled,
That's
Carlton.
true.
Shut up.
You know. How you been, man? What's going
Oh,
on?
Not much. I just got my work schedule just cleared up so I can finally go out and do comedy again. So I'm gonna try to
really?
Oh,
yeah,
prepare the
yes.
world.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, dude. I'm
Oh yeah.
stoked for you, man. Dude,
Yeah.
the older you get, the more you look like your infant son.
Like a Benjamin Button
Yeah,
situation.
dude. Yes.
As long as he
I
gets
feel like
to
the
suck
last
on
time
a
I saw
titty,
you
he's
was when we
happy,
all went and
right?
got sushi, and then I got COVID. And
Yeah.
you look youthful. You look
Thanks,
you
man.
look like you're aging backwards.
Well, that's what's funny about not hanging around you, Nick, is people tend to not look as old
Yeah.
anymore.
Fuck
I've
you.
just,
It puts the miles on you when you have to hang out with you.
just the
Dude,
weight
look
off
at
my
me.
shoulders has been nice.
I know. That's a lot of weight. About 225 actually these days. I don't know if you know that,
Oh
but
man. Speaking
I'm
of COVID, I just got my final vaccination, so I should
hell
be
yeah,
good.
woot
dude.
woot.
Yeah, yeah.
Juggalo, whoop
Did you get the
whoop.
side effects?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't. I
Neither
didn't
did
hear.
I.
he
Which
got
ones
the
you
side
get?
effects. He's been drinking Fago and shit. He
I
got
got
whoop
the
whooped.
I got the Pfizer one.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
It's
yours? Did they do a Pfizer cocktail for yours where like you had a hard on for 3 days because they mixed it with Viagra? Because I I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do it, but they did it anyway.
For
So
half a second, I was like, is Carlton serious right now? Did he really get? I'm like, dude, I gotta get the vaccine tomorrow. I'm gonna go get that and then be at the shows at Sandman all weekend with a fucking raging hard on. Just like, what's up, guys? I'm here to do comedy. I gotta tell jokes, dude. They're not dick jokes, but I got a big one, so check it out, dude.
You gotta open with it, man, because they're all gonna be staring
I'll
at
just
it.
open with my dick.
it's literally at eye level when you're on stage. So.
Yeah. The weird thing about the vaccine is, like, I don't remember reading in the Bible that you had to go back for a second mark of the beast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, you know, it's you have to add it up. So the first one's triple threes, and then you get the other. Yeah, that's how. That was my lot number actually on my Pfizer shot.
Was it really?
Was triple threes.
Oh man, that's perfect.
Ever since I got COVID, I've exclusively been calling it the devil's virus in front of people.
That's great. That's great. Oh man, all the conspiracy theorists.
You need to stop. You need to stop doing shows in front of Trump supporters then. And
hell yeah,
get this fucking herd immunity going, man. Jesus,
I can't help it. My family likes to come see me do comedy.
I'm yours and Deacons.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My family doesn't love me. I had to block that uncle.
Yeah.
Right.
Weird.
He can't read, so he doesn't know I'm talking shit about him. I'm just kidding.
Those kids could read, they'd be real upset. So I'm guessing during all this that your work or any of that stuff didn't kind of screw you. You didn't get furloughed or.
Yeah, he got furlonged.
No, I'm
Edward furlonged.
I didn't get furlonged.
Actually, you slap a brown wig on you, you look a little bit like Furlong does now.
Hell yeah, dude. You get killed in the very first 5 minutes of the newest Terminator movie, so that's okay.
Yep, he didn't last. But go ahead.
Jeez,
no, I was actually super busy with work stuff, so it was I didn't really get a whole lot of a break.
But no comedy during any of this whole thing, really.
No, just the schedule didn't allow it. So now I'm on a different schedule, so I'm good to go.
Sweet,
dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever even get a chance to try a Zoom mic or anything?
No.
Did you have to suffer through any? Oh, you lucky bastard.
I tried to bully him into it, and he was just like, I can't.
Yeah. Look, I did a couple, and we talk about this on almost every episode because that's kind of what the whole point of this was we're doing it Zoom right now, but it's just so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Depending on how the room is run or how the event is run, it's like, I mean, I've seen ones that Winston does where everyone tunes in to see him and they leave their mics on and I don't know whether they're telling people to do that ahead of time or what, but the stuff I did, it was like, all right, I'm going to do 5 minutes, work on some new material. And it was like, all you saw was mute. Everybody's fucking.
That part is tough. Yeah. I did a fundraiser. And I did like 8 minutes on a fundraiser or some shit. And it was like in front of senators and
God,
dude, like council men and women, senators
leaning into the camera. I'm a constituent, you mother
dude. So a buddy of mine that I met through doing all the Zoom stuff is an alderman in Maryland and was running for re-election and asked me and a bunch of other people to do a fucking fundraiser for him. And legit, like I was telling jokes in front of the I guess the governor or mayor or whatever of his city and fucking dude, I don't know. That was weird.
From where? Like
insane. In Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. Oh.
In Maryland, there was like I said, there was I think there was
because they don't have a lot of comedy there.
Nothing's funny up there.
Dude, I mean, it's not like Boston has a bunch of has all of the major comedians.
I know.
But let's get
a kid from Virginia.
New York, so yeah.
Thanks, Tim. You made me feel so. He goes, let's get a kid, a gray bearded kid from Virginia.
Well, Deez said that you might be coming to one of his shows this weekend.
Yeah. I just got strep throat today, so we'll see if I can get antibiotics tomorrow. Then I should be good. We'll see.
Hey, look, we actually should be passing out antibiotics to the entire crowd with Nick on stage.
It's true. Penicillin.
Just everybody gets penicillin shots.
Like, hey, I'm buying shots for the whole place.
We give them to the front row like ponchos at a Gallagher.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah.
It's like a Guar concert.
See, that'd be even better if
Hosing
I was on
fucking-
stage, fully erect, and just smacking my penis on a stool, and just whatever shoots out of that gets on them.
Bro, just close. with
God, I
that.
hope nobody watches this before they come to the show.
I'll be Gallagher. I'll be Gallagher 3.
Will it
Like
be
an
as bad?
X-rated
as
Gallagher.
I'll just go
Gangster?
on stage. I'll just go on tour as Gallagher also, because there's Gallagher.
It
There's
would be-
Gallagher 2, which is
because it was Gallagher's
TOO.
brother or whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
could be Gallagher adjacent. That's
I'll just be Gallagher as well. So it sounds like an actual last name. They're like, "What's your last name?" As well.
as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't Gallagher his last name though?
Yes.
Was
Yes.
it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so.
My mom's a huge Gallagher fan.
Dude,
So
I will tell
grew
you
up
this. I don't
watching
remember what
Gallagher.
I watched it on, but I used to watch those things fucking religiously. Was
Dude,
it like
he was-
VH1 or something? Like, I just
think
that was
so.
like
What?
the Gallagher specials. Like they would play
His
them all the
special-
time.
Dude, no, his specials. A lot of his specials, I think, were like old Showtime specials. Like
Yeah, but they would
did-
play them on like VH1 and stuff. Because I used to watch like Rosie O'Donnell on her stand-up. Like she hosted a stand-up thing that was on VH1.
Carlton was like, I remember when Comedy Central Presents first started.
I remember when Comedy Central started.
Oh,
Jesus, you old bitch.
I was
man.
like, Comedy Central, what the? I was.
There's a center for comedy.
That's how old I am. I do remember when Comedy Central started because I was trying to hook up with this girl and I went to somebody's apartment that
Hell yeah.
like it was some shithole in Richmond. And it
Most
was
of
one of
it
those
is.
weird layouts where like you walk in and like their apartment is in the back down this long hallway that doesn't go to anything, or all the doors were boarded up because they were part of somebody else's apartment. I just remember walking in there going, where the fuck am I? And I get to the end and it's just this dude sitting in a room with a couch and a TV. And he's like, have you seen this shit? And I look over and I was like, what is that? And he's like, it's called Comedy Central. I was like, all right, well, that
wild.
was my introduction
I remember.
It's great. That sounds like that's like the commercial for Comedy
Right, yeah.
Central.
You want to
Yeah, it
walk
sounds
down
like
a
their
dark
commercials
alleyway
now.
and watch some comedy, kid? Like,
Hey,
What
is
trying
that
to get
shit?
what are you
It's
doing? You
Comedy
want to get some
Central.
jokes in? Come on down to Comedy Central.
ugh, yeah. I mean, I
The
have a bunch
commercial
of
is
weird
just like-
memories about comedy.
It's just like a
from my
dude
past.
shooting up heroin and a woman doing lines off his back.
Yeah.
That sounds
which
like
is-
Bestwick's skit.
Comedy Central.
That sounds like Bestwick's bit about. Do you like heroin? Do you want to? Or no? Do you like jazz music? Do you want to? Heroin. Yeah, that's a Bestwick skit, definitely.
Great joke.
How did you get into? How did you even get into comedy?
I'd say it was
Court ordered.
yeah. It was
They're
between
like, you
this
sound
or-
real depressed. You should talk about
Going
it
to
on
prison.
stage.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do that cliche like, comedy is there to be bullshit.
Someone blew me once, and I was real mad about it.
Yeah. I have
I mean,
a
did you
really
just do like an open mic one night, or did you
yeah.
like?
Actually, here's what. So my whole life, I've always been in love with comedy, and it's great that the camera was still on you. You're like, no, I really care. Just like I'm just getting these bullshit
I
questions.
just love it.
There's
It
alcohol
started
in this,
off.
right? Shut
It
up.
started off because I know you well enough because we're really good friends. It started off so deep, and it just
Yeah.
it made me giggle.
Yeah,
obviously, because
I'm gonna back off of that.
Tim just goes, my whole life,
Ever since I
just
was a
wanted-
lad.
Well,
ever since I was a young zygote, I wanted to be a grown giggle
Ever
boy.
since I looked like this without a ball cap.
hey. Exactly. Ever since I
I've
was
been
born at
known as
95
Sweet
years
Tim
old,
Sum.
I've wanted to. Yeah. No, I've always wanted to be, or not wanted to be, but I've always like looked up to comedians and stuff growing up. I was a big fan of. There was an actor in the
How old-
Cosby Show who I
How
really
old
like.
are you?
Bill Cosby.
is,
There was an
that,
actor.
is that his name?
There was
I don't know.
an
They've
actor
canceled
on
his name everywhere I've looked. I can't figure out who that actor was.
Yeah, dude.
I
love
just
him.
remember he was a doctor on the Cosby Show.
How old are you?
Oh,
I'm 34.
Oh, okay.
34, so a little bit older.
Cliff.
Yeah.
Not than me.
Yeah.
I'm 43, dude.
Huxtable.
But
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I was just trying to figure out like who would you have been
oh,
seeing and admiring other
Oh.
than reruns? Because I
Greg-
watched the Cosby Show, but
I watched Comedy Central religiously in high school. I was a big Greg Giraldo fan,
Fuck yeah.
Mitch Hedberg, all those guys.
Dude,
Yeah.
side note, I had a friend, I don't remember who it was like, hey, I got tickets to Mitch Hedberg when he came through like the Richmond area or whatever. And I was like, I don't remember what I was doing. It was something stupid. And I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'll catch him the next time he comes through. And then he died in, was it
Man.
North Carolina? Like 2 nights
How do you
later.
feel
I was
now?
like, fuck that. I was
You
so
literally
pissed
had
off.
the chance.
You could have
of
saved
a
his life, Carlton.
Yeah. Some dipshit ginger in the crowd is like, you should probably lay off the drugs, man, or whatever the fuck it was that killed him.
Heroin.
Was it? Yeah.
Heroin.
He's like, I was just waiting on somebody to say something. Thank you.
I just stood in the audience with a boombox playing "How to Save a Life" from Grey's Anatomy.
Dude.
Uh,
Step
but,
one, we say you need to talk to us. You said, Mitch,
You know I can mute your
don't
mic,
do
right,
the
Deez?
drugs.
all right.
It's
To
just put
answer-
down the.
there we
That's so much better.
go. To fully answer your question, though, I've always
Piece
I
of
wanted
shit.
to be on SNL and I wanted to like do all of this stuff in comedy, but I never like thought to actually like start doing it. But I'd like drink and get mad that I didn't do it.
That's
It
kind of
was
like
a
me.
weird,
Hell
yeah.
That's how my dad was with parenting.
Nice. And
Well,
then
that drove you to comedy, which works in everybody's favor, Nick.
and then I went to the Funny Bone and saw who was it? It was who's that guy you don't like, Nick?
Yeah, that's gonna have to
No,
narrow
you
it
don't
down.
like him. The Thank God for Jokes guy. I really like this dude. I just can't think of his name. Anyways,
Thank God for Joe. Who the fuck is
yeah, he did that. He did.
that?
I'm like listen to his podcast all the time. He's got
Mike Birbiglia.
there we go. So I saw him and he was on a working it out tour and he had like his notebook on like the stage with him and he was just like reading off stuff and he made it look really easy. And I was like, I wanted to wait.
Because he had his notebook, he made it look easy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
could
like,
do that.
oh, if he could do that and people are still laughing. And then I wanted to wait after the show to like meet him and like fanboy out because I've been a fan since his like Comedy Central special. But then like I had thought like I'd much rather just be at like the Comedy Cellar and have a beer with him. And I was like, well, why don't I just do this shit for real? So like my wife was driving me home because I had a couple drinks. I had like Googled like open mics and
Those
stuff.
are one of the best decisions are always made. I will say.
Yeah. Yeah. So I decided I went to the very next open mic at Kazi's and then just kept going back.
Now, when you start, because I'm always curious how other comics do it. Did you write down jokes or anecdotes, or did you just go up and wing it?
Yeah, I actually I wrote down jokes. I had a yellow legal pad that I wrote down like word for word what I wanted.
Not easy to
say.
put in your pocket. What are you doing?
Bro.
I know, but I was just I was writing it at home and then I was trying to like memorize it, kind of like
Oh yeah.
Mark Norman does. Just kind of memorize all the beats and all the stuff. Now the first there's one joke that I still actually last time I was at Buskey's, I took this joke like out of retirement from my very first set and ended up getting some laughs off of it, which is pretty cool.
I've gone down that road too, where it's like now that I'm better at structuring stuff, not super great, but better at it than I was when I started. I'm going back, looking at those jokes, going, those were solid jokes. I just didn't structure them right.
Right.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to tell them at the time.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to get the beats right and everything. It was like, I tend to be funnier conversationally than I am when I write the shit down. Shut up, Nick. Don't say anything. And I could see it turning in his brain. So I'm trying to, I actually am going to start doing more crowd stuff because I feel like I could do better at that than what I'm writing down.
Okay. Nice.
I got to try something. I'm fucking hosting a bunch of shit now instead of
that was my thing. When I first started, man. I tried to write the jokes out and then I tried to say them like exactly how they were written when I went on stage. And like, I felt like that just always made me feel less like comfortable in the moment of like, I felt like I've started just mentally like keywords in my head, like running down the lines. So it's like trying to remember a script for a movie. So it's like, you're trying to like recite it all. And then
you have to be a good actor to do that. You have to be a good actor because most people, I mean, it takes a lot of people a lot of time to learn this, but when you're reciting lines, you don't sound how you sound when you just talk to people. And that's off-putting to an audience if you're just trying to remember and say things. It's
what I've learned too, for me at least, is I was doing what you were talking about, where you write them down like exactly how you want to say them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd actually get frustrated because I write this stuff. And Nick, I know Nick does this too, because he's like, I didn't put this joke out because I left a word out, or I didn't say it the way I wanted. And I was like, fuck, I messed it up.
Knows.
But when you look at it, you're like, nobody knew you messed that up.
Exactly.
My problem is
I'm
always
a fucking psycho when it comes to material and shit.
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Like,
but see, my thing is I'll do the jokes, or I'll write the jokes down like I want to say them, and I'll do them a couple times to get the beats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on stage, I mean, I'm not reading off the thing verbatim.
Right.
I'm just kind of in the general vicinity of what I was trying to say. But I actually was getting more laughs from the quips I was putting in between.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't I just fucking do those things? Like, just doing it off the cuff tends to get more of a reaction than the shit I'm writing down. So I've been trying to change the formula a little bit, but I mean, COVID put a big fucking kibosh on that.
Yeah.
It's 2020. I was actually getting like gigs, and I was being booked as a person, not as a host.
Yeah.
And then it just got fucked. So
that writing stuff though, like when I went from like trying to feel like I had to say everything as it was written, when I went from that mindset to like, if I write down the name of the joke and then I write down like a couple key words to that joke, if it's a new joke that I'm trying, like if it's a new joke that I'm trying for the first time, I'll write the joke like how I name it. And then I'll have like a couple key words for like each of the parts of it.
Make sure you say this word, because that makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it also, like, when I do it like that, it gives me the chance to, like, I know how I wrote the joke out, but I also know that, like, if I say it naturally on stage, then I can feel like I'm more naturally coming to the actual wording for the joke, like how the joke should be said.
Yeah.
Versus like, if I look at some of the notes that I've got from jokes that like I had them written and I started doing the joke and then I did the joke a bunch and it just naturally came to like, this is where I tell the joke. I've gone back and looked at the way the joke is written out and I'm like, oh fuck, I have to go back in and rewrite it with like, this is actually how I deliver this joke versus how it was when I wrote it out. It's weird.
Now, when you do it, do you still do it that way? Like where you write the whole thing out, or do you do keywords, or how are you doing it now?
I do. If I have a new tag or a new something that I just wrote, I'll write like a 3 or 4 word phrase, like next to the keyword. Yeah. Just to remember to hit that beat how it's supposed to be. But for the most part,
I thought I was doing it different than everybody. Fuck yeah. All right. Really, this is just me picking your guys' brain to figure out how to be a better comic. So
well,
that's how I do it. How I do it too, man. That's
and dude, that's been the biggest fucking. That's one of the reasons we do this thing too. Is Nick says it all the time too. We miss the hang, like the before and the after, like. It is a performance. I mean, it's us getting up telling dick jokes, but it's still like, still a performance, and you want to do it the way that, makes it better and you feel more comfortable and so on and so forth. But part of that is the hang. Like when you're not experiencing anything or doing anything, you've got no fucking material.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking rough.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, what am I going to talk about my Madden Ultimate Team for, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, some people make a career out of that shit on YouTube. So
I started watching.
My stepkids watch it constantly, like fucking.
Dude, my kid is fucking 7, and all he does is watches like YouTube videos of people playing games and doing stuff. I'm like, damn.
Playing games or opening, like, what is it, unboxings and shit. Like,
oh man.
I wanted to have a Fortnite party, and I'm like, dude, I've never even seen you play.
No, but I watch it all the time. My other big thing with that is like, there's people that have millions of followers, and I'm like, what do they do? And he's like, no, they do like things, and they constantly are looking at their phones. Of course, when I text them, they never fucking reply. But it's because I know you're on your phone. You're never not on your phone.
Man.
Yeah,
shut up.
Kids are bad about texting back. That's just
So are wives and ex-wives.
I don't want any ex-wives to text back. I'm just saying, none.
I'm actually friends with my one ex-wife, so.
Oh, nice.
You're insane. You're insane.
No, well, again, when we broke up, it's because she wanted an innie and I had an Audi, so.
Okay. That's a good reason to stay friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a reason we were friends with each other, and before we got married. But
yeah, she went from a wife to a wingman. So
I wish.
Now she's trans.
No. Transgender. She moved away from a ginger. Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me of a thing.
Yeah, try and use that when you host.
No, so my wife actually made a comment about. Was it you, Nick, that did a joke about
probably
McDonald's in the drive-thru and paying it forward?
No.
Is that your bit? Who was that? From the soft open. I couldn't remember. And
I've heard that bit before, so it's somebody that we both know.
Yeah, because everybody that was on the soft opening was people we knew, but it was
somebody. So someone has.
It was shit. Bo. Was it Bo? No. The other one, the younger dude. Fuck, we've had him on the show. Son of a bitch.
Paige, Alex.
It was Castaigne. I think it was Castaigne.
I don't think so.
Really?
Hold on. I'm gonna look at the list.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where he was like, I had $1 and I went through and he said the person in front of us paid for your food.
I think that was Dylan. That was Dylan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Dylan. You're right. It was Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dylan and Castaigne are both young dudes to me, and they both kind of have that, like, my sneakers are more important than anything attitude. So
hey, don't
I just lump them all together into a thing. I love you, Dylan. If you ever watch this.
My favorite part is that there's going to be a 2-minute period where somebody's yelling at their phone. Like, I know the answer to this.
It's fucking Dylan.
It took me a second, but I was thinking about it, and then I immediately was like, wait a minute. And
as I started to say it, I was forming it like, I'm like, it's a younger dude, and he was real comfortable on stage, and that's both Castaigne and Dylan. So I just couldn't but it was Dylan.
Speaking of yelling at your screen, though, when during the Travis episode, you guys were talking about Papa John's and him getting canceled. The biggest reason that he got canceled, I don't know if you know this.
Thing, wasn't it?
No. And this is I wanted to talk about this because it's so great. I mean, it's not great. What he did.
Was it the insurance stuff or whatever, or the
insurance? He was on a conference call. He was on a conference call. That there was this company that was trying to get everybody to watch how they talk to people, so nobody gets in trouble or anything like that. And Papa John said the N-word casually on a conference call, which is just the epitome of racist. It's one thing if you said it to someone.
Well, then I think it's hilarious that Shaq owns the majority of the company now.
They're like, we're gonna have a tolerance meeting, and then he just drops that on speakerphone. He's like, I thought I was muted.
Yeah. No, he just said it. He was like, I think in context. To be fair, because he corrected, he was like, here's what I said in context. He said,
because that makes it better.
Yeah. He said, I don't think it's fair because Colonel Sanders used to call. And then the rest of that.
Oh my God.
I was trying to figure out how you were going to navigate that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I was over here like, holy shit.
I was like, do I need to hit the mute button on?
I don't know how your
abort
works.
Abort.
Tim's screen just went black. He didn't finish what he was saying.
Yeah, weird.
Tim's screen just went African American.
Or as Colonel Sanders would say.
Yeah.
Jesus. It just went
employee of the month.
Jesus.
Oh, good time. But that's why.
That's how he got canceled. So I mean, between that, him working people certain hours so he didn't have to pay fucking benefits and hunting things in the African safari, that motherfucker needed to get canceled a while ago. But God damn it, that pizza
definitely
is
has
delicious.
Something against Africa. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not calling him Papa anymore. Definitely won't. I won't even call him John.
Okay.
Pizza sucks.
I mean, he lost the Papa, and
my stepson was like, now that Shaq's like primary owner, shouldn't they just start calling it Papa Shaq's? And I was like, I don't have a problem with that.
Well,
man can't make a 3-pointer, but he can sure as fuck make a pizza. Like,
That's true. He's becoming
say-
kind of like Snoop Dogg, and that
Dude, there is a ton.
he's on everything.
Dude, I don't know who told sports stars and rap stars and rock and roll stars and even movie stars. I don't know who told them to diversify their portfolios like 10 years ago, but whoever did it should be making a commission, because there's like fucking every either rapper, movie star or sports star has like an alcohol line, owns a bunch of chain restaurant. Like they're fucking millionaires completely outside of the thing they were doing that made them famous to begin with. It's crazy. You
know who started that? Kenny Rogers Chicken. That's
I remember that Mad TV skit. Kenny Rogers. But I mean, like, seriously, like, I mean, think about it. Fucking Ryan Reynolds has got gin and fucking like
a soccer team
phones. Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile. He's making a fuck ton of money on just that shit.
I will say this.
His gin's really good.
The one thing I thought was really funny with the Papa John's thing is like, it is kind of crazy that they were like, we got to wash our hands of our face of the company because he openly said the N-word. And they were like, we should just replace him with someone who can openly say the N-word.
Listen, guys, this is going to happen again.
I got a really good idea, right? It was bad that he said it. We know he shouldn't have said it. But what if we just
we're going to own it. We are going to own it.
Can say it. Well, don't worry, guys. We're taking it back. Taking it back. We're giving it to you, but we're taking it back. You know, the ball's in your court. Speaking of balls, we got famous basketball phenom Shaquille O'Neal. We roped him away from the General Auto.
No, he's still doing that shit too.
He's still doing that,
dude. For the best car insurance rates online, go to the General. Save some time,
dude.
Nick, you seem like you'd be a General insurance person.
Lowell the Hammer Stanley.
And they even snagged Snoop Dogg for that. So shit. I mean, well, fuck, for
Papa John's?
For General. But for $500, you can get Snoop to get on any song. Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, any of those fucking.
I was telling somebody this, but I think
$500 we should get him
something like that. I mean, it's fucking.
Yeah, I think that somebody in the government made multiple Snoop Dogs.
Yeah. I
think to go out
like cloned him
and do different things. One day he's going to do 2 live events at the same time and mess up, and then we're going to catch the whole thing.
It's like how we caught Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson were the same person.
I thought it was Michael and LaToya. That's what I learned from Family Guy.
Is that what it was?
There's that episode with her where they have her show up and say grace, and she just goes, "Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God."
I do remember that. Ironically.
Dude. Every time anytime I hear
that's why you're not invited to Thanksgiving anymore, Nick.
No, because my parents don't celebrate holidays, you asshole.
No, I meant my Thanksgiving, you dick.
Well, you never invited me in the first place, you dick. Dude, but no, anytime I watch people say grace over a meal in my head, that's what I hear.
That's what you say. And you hear it in LaToya Jackson's voice too, don't you?
If I see someone close their eyes and nod their head to say a prayer over a meal, in my head I just hear Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God.
I'll do you one better. My dad actually used to say that when we were supposed to say grace. Like my dad would say that phrase long before. Oh yeah. My dad. A lot of the weird
stole it from LaToya.
No, LaToya stole it from my dad. A lot of the like weird.
I got a lot of weird. Don't allow you to say that. White people have been stealing from the disenfranchised for ages. You can't say that fucking LaToya Jackson stole anything from your cracker ass father. Okay.
Well, not on this podcast. Father's going to be at your show on Saturday, so you can tell him.
That's fine.
Yeah, just show him
like this. I'm gonna look him dead in the face and I'll go, "You leave LaToya alone."
You know what? I'm gonna tell him when he sits down to eat his food while you're on stage. I'm gonna make him bow his head and say it really fucking loud.
Dude, I'm gonna be like, "Get this fucking man out of here. He's heckling. Security, throw him out. Get the guy who looks like him to throw him out."
Dude, Nick, I saw your stickers. They're super cool, man.
Thanks, Tim.
If you want to plug those,
we're getting them made onto. We're getting them on hats too, so you can replace that hat you're wearing, Tim.
Nice, that'd be cool.
I'm actually gonna bring these stickers with me.
You should
to the shows at Sandman this weekend.
Yeah, yep. I'm thinking about getting stickers made.
It's just gonna be a baby head with a baseball cap.
Little Stewie.
It's just going to be a QR code.
It's going to be a
Where it
bunch of them,
takes them to
actually. Little dim sums on a plate with little ball cat. No, go ahead.
There you go. There you go. It's going to be a QR code that takes people to my comedy website. And I'm just going to post them on like telephone poles in Norfolk. I don't know if
so the homeless guys can look up your comedy. That's a great idea.
No, yeah, there's a lot of piece of shit white supremacists who put like QR codes up on the thing. So
what you really need to do, Tim, is do some sort of grassroots ad campaign and like go around to every CVS and put those QR codes on boxes of Tampax or something.
Ooh.
So when girls are like, "Oh, I wonder if this is
so
like
it looks
a
like
helpful
$1
video
off coupon.
a helpful video to learn how to use this thing," and they click it, and it goes right to your comedy.
That'd be great. I could have
so
it
many
towards
Nick
a joke.
Deezes.
God, that's too many Nick Deez.
It's like there's exactly 200 of me. What would we do with all the
I've seen
Deezes?
iRobot. It doesn't end well if there were 200.
I did not murder him.
Dude,
I'm about to murder this joke. Yeah, no.
Dude, such a good movie, by the way. I used to have that on bootleg.
Yes, Tim, you and if you've watched previous episodes, you know that you cannot say anything bad about Will Smith on this podcast.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
That Will Smith dude, he's killing it right now. Did you see that
post?
He put out fat pictures of himself, and he said it's the worst shape of his life. And I'm like, damn, he's still something to look up to.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was one of my kids or something. But my wife goes. She showed me that picture, and she goes, somebody, I don't remember who it was that said, he should have captioned this, "I make this look good." And I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that would have been great. Man.
Perfect.
No, I really looked up to Will Smith growing up. Like he always, I liked his funny.
You are in our positive category, Tim.
Yeah. Hey. Also, but he said that he's going to get in the best shape of his life, like better than Ali. Like, I don't know.
He played it.
That's shooting Dude,
big. I'd be happy if I could consistently get on the treadmill. So
hey, yeah.
Tim, it was good talking to you, man. I'm glad that I hope to see you on Saturday. I hope you're not
man.
Coming Friday or Saturday?
Friday if I'm better. Are you doing it Saturday too?
Yeah, all weekend.
He's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
One of those days if I'm strep free. So
yeah, dude. Streptococcus.
You can always give him something else if you feel like it, though.
There you go.
All right, man. Well, it was good talking to you.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on, guys.
I love you.
I love you.
And he loves you. And he loves Dim Sum. Later, man.
Boy.
Later, guys.